I think, seriously speaking, the family of Mr. Atwoli should urgently consider checking him into a psychiatric clinic. The old man is unwell. And I hear one of his children is a specialist in psychiatry. So he is wasting a lot of time. The old man must be checked into a psychiatric clinic to be certified that he's fine. The second point is Atwoli, in his outbursts, he's making very, very inflammatory statements against the deputy president. And I don't blame young Cheruiyot for the remarks he made, because even Amondo, you know, in law, that there is something called circumstantial evidence. It has a lot of space in court. And I think that is basically what Cheruiyot was referring to. About the inflammatory nature of the statements by Atwoli, it should worry us that should, God forbid, anything happen to the deputy president, we don't know how we would tilt the nation. Kenyans will remember that in Rwanda, this kind of inflammatory statement started, and then juvenile Habyarimana had an accident in flight, and that was the beginning of the Rwanda genocide. I therefore want to appeal to Kaparo with his commission to rein in on Atwoli so that Kenyans can see that something is being done. Failure to do that leaves room for remarks like the one that Cheruiyot has made, and many, many people are going to join in. The third point I wanted to make is that Atwoli appears to curse me, to attempt to curse Ruto. If Atwoli was a Luhya, he would know that in Luhya culture, any old man cannot purport to curse any child. In Luhya culture, Atwoli, be informed. We welcome you for having settled in our community. Be informed, Atwoli, that the only old man who has the power to curse a child is the father. And in fact, the modus operandi of the curse is well defined in our culture, how your father can curse you and how your mother can curse you. So for him to purport that he can curse everybody, he should just agree that he is speaking to witchcraft. And I don't blame the deputy president, therefore, for using the word muganga. Witchcraft, which would attempt to bewitch somebody, gives somebody, gives the witch the kind of power that Atwoli is pretending to have. Look, let me tell you clearly. I come from a place called Marinya. That place in Marinya is in Kakamega, and the only old man who can curse me has passed on. There's no other old man who can curse me. But there are a lot of old people like Atwoli who can bewitch me. And to ward off that being bewitched, we rely on the Holy Spirit to protect us.
But he thinks you're the one who's sick. Because even your name
No, he was not saying
sick.
I was sick.
Yeah.
He was saying my name.
Your name, your name, sort of to speak.
Yeah.
Miss Khalwale.
Again, if he was a Luhya, Atwoli would be understanding how we name Luhya children. The name I have, I don't have it by dint of having been unwell. I have it because I'm a great-great-grandson of Khalwale Simbwa. So that's how we name our children. But he comes from Okwala. How they name children in Okwala, maybe they name after diseases or that kind of thing. I don't understand. The last point I want to make is that Atwoli has spoken to the issue of constitutional amendment. Atwoli, this is not the first time he's being used as a litmus paper on how the country would take it, because somebody used him to test the waters and say, Uhuru is too young to go to retire, because at the back of whoever was sending him, they want to tempt the president so that the president can start thinking that I can continue being a president. I want to urge the president to ignore Atwoli, to ignore Kalonzo Musyoka, who want to prolong his term, to respect our constitution. Even Barack Obama, much younger than Uhuru, has gracefully opted out of office, respected the constitution. Joseph Kabila in Congo, much younger than Uhuru, has also respected the constitution and moved out of office. Finally, should Atwoli, who purports to be driving the Luya cause, be meaning what he's saying, how come he used the opportunity in Mombasa to endorse Joho? And yet in the funeral where we had a diff with him, back home in Kakamega, he was trying to push the case for Musalia. Here is a man who has settled in our community, and he wants to take advantage of the vulnerability of our political situation at the moment to advance his cause. He should just admit it. He's the chief agent of his cousin Raila Odinga in the Luya Nation. That's all. And we're going to take him for it. Mm-hmm. He is not as strong as Kenyans want to think, because he has run twice for parliament.
Thank you.
And twice he has been beaten.
Right.